Hello, welcome back, my friends. Here in this video, I'm going to show you my quick picks for my curriculum for Bible, math, social studies, science, writing, spelling, reading, nature, and of course, some history on mission. I love these. I can't wait to jump into this video and tell you how and what we are going to be using for this 2021-2022 school year. I hope you enjoy.
All right, well, the coffee's still hot and the kids are still sleeping and the puppies are being somewhat quiet. I thought I would just jump into what we're using this year for our curriculum. So here we go. I want to start off by showing you our schedule for this year and show you the curriculum I picked in that order. So I have a morning schedule, AM, and a PM schedule. This is the way it worked out for us this year, because I have a full-time teaching job, but I get a homeschool, teach and help other moms homeschool. So this is how it works for us. So first is Bible, and I got these at Michael's and just glued on some magnets. So in the morning we do Bible, math, and then I switch off, I rotate between social studies and science. So let me show you a quick view of Bible and math and our science still. All right, so I cannot say enough great things about this Bible curriculum we chose to use this year, or I chose. I've used something really great in the past, but I wanted something that was easy, as in, for me, not a lot of prep ahead of time, and that had a daily rhythm. So this is called More Than Words, a Living Faith Bible Curriculum by Rebecca Spooner. It is a Christian curriculum, but I love that it's giving your kids a real good foundation of who God is, and why it's important to study His Word and who we are in Christ. So for instance, quarter one is all about who is God. I don't want to give a full rundown of this because I think the author Rebecca does a good job herself doing that. So I'll link it below, but honestly, this is a gift from God and all that He gave her to write this, because I'm only one week in and I'm loving it. And so she also has a level 2, but this is our Bible, and this is what we do first in the morning, or you know how it goes. You don't put Jesus first, your day goes south. And then for math, I'm going to be using again this year the Dimensions math textbook. We are just finishing up Hudson's kinder book, and he should be getting his first grade book any day now. And then my preschooler, we're gonna go Dimensions math 2. We've been using the pre-K. And what I do during math time is I set a timer 10 minutes, and they open up to the page that we left off on, and they do their work. I usually just have them put the date so I know what day we're doing each page. And that's it. And obviously my TK student needs a little bit more help than my first grader. And then there does come with a teacher's guide. Again, I'm still waiting for my first grade curriculum to come with a teacher's guide, but there's also some good ideas in the teacher's guide for some extensions, activities. You get access to their website, which has Blackline Masters, and you can use those as well to play different games. If you have two students that are similar or close in age, like mine are 4 and 6, they can kind of go back and forth from each other's activities, and we do that a lot as well. So I love this. Dimensions math, I don't think you need to get the whole set. I do believe that the textbook is very similar to the workbook. So if you want to save some money, I recommend just buying the teacher's guide and the Dimensions textbook. The textbook is in color and the workbook will be in black and white, and it's almost identical. Dimensions math is a mastery-based math program, so you won't have a lot of spiral review. And it's great, we love it. Finally, what I'm using right now for our science and social studies, I found a great resource on Teachers Pay Teachers. Everything that I'm talking about, I will put in the links in the description below so that you can find them easily. But this is a resource called Little Science Thinkers. in first grade. It goes through every single topic that aligns with the California state standards. And it comes with different anchor charts that you can do science experiments. And then, do you want to go get your pink notebook out of your desk for me, on top of your desk? We can show them what yours looks like. And then I also has kids workbooks. Here we go. I let them decorate the cover using Pig Collage. So this is what my 4-year-old picked. You got to back up, girl, to get in the shot. So I use this for our science, Bible, and history work pages. Bible goes in the front. And here we go. Hello. Say hello. Hello. The science comes with a cute little workbook I printed out ahead of time. So when it's time for science, they flip to their science tab. And every lesson comes with a quick recheck, like a little mini test about what we learned about that day. And then I use the same author on Teachers Pay Teachers for her history packet, and it's very similar. So not only does it come with a workbook and a page with a test for each lesson, the lessons are scripted. And let's go ahead and move into this part of our classroom. It comes with everything you need to create you have to buy your own paper and pens, but it gives you the examples and the cutouts for making your own anchor charts. I love that. And that's not enough. There's more. I don't know this author, I'm not getting paid. I just like to promote really good materials when I see them myself. It also comes with digital PowerPoint slides, books that she's created to go with each lesson. So in your lesson, I'm gonna show you like what our science lesson looked like. Let me turn my camera around.
So easy. Here's just one lesson. So yesterday we did science tools and safety. She has the learning targets here, your essential question, what does science teach us about light and sound? And that's the whole essential question for the whole unit. But right now we're learning about what tools scientists use. This text is one that you have when you purchase your curriculum. You could print it out as a PDF, or you can AirPlay it, that's what we do, onto your Apple TV. And then there is the investigation, which is in this particular lesson, we used an anchor chart, and the students got to pick up each of the tools and place them under the correct thing the tool was measuring, whether it was measuring size, volume, weight, temperature, time, appearance. And then every lesson comes with a separate learning objective you could put on your whiteboard at home.
And here is the little social studies thinkers science unit. This is just unit 1. I bought the whole bundle, so I have the lessons to go for the whole year. And like I said, you do have to print this. I don't think I said that actually. This is a digital resource. And so this particular unit 1, is all about being a responsible citizenship. She breaks down for you what the topic is for each lesson. There's even a letter home to parents what you're learning. Obviously not that applicable to us because I'm the teacher, I'm a homeschool teacher, but a great resource to use if you are utilizing this in a classroom or maybe a co-op. And yeah, it's just really great. Just breaks down very similar to her science curriculum, and everything at a glance in one lesson is right here for you, from your learning targets, the essential question, the prep you need to do. I prepped this all ahead of time, 1 unit ahead of time, so I'm ready. I don't have to do it the day of, but that's up to you, however you see best. So we've did this lesson already, and then like I said, the kids in their journals have, under their history tab, have what we've been doing so far. This is my 4-year-old, so it's technically a first grade curriculum, but in homeschool we do a lot of the history and science together, and so I will just have her write one word or draw a picture and try to simplify it for her. and it's great. Just super easy. I love it. That includes everything. So that is our science, our Bible, our social studies, and now I want to share with you our next part of our day. So in the afternoon, my kids are at their various extracurricular activities, and when they come home, they're going to have some independent play while I'm working on reading with one student, and then swap that, and I'm working with reading with the other student. My other person independently is playing, and then we do a writing and spelling. Okay, I don't have a reading curriculum in yet, but we are using All About Reading. I have a whole nother video on All About Reading, so I'll link that in description below. But here's some writing materials I'm using for my 4-year-old. This is from Lakeshore. I loved it because it's a sight word journal that already has a traceable beginning of the sentence framework, and you fill in the last word. And if they needed help picking what that last word was, there's a word bank. So with pictures, so super easy for her to do, get used to writing correctly and having a word bank to choose from. So she's gonna start that this morning, and then we're gonna continue to use the Learning Without Tears workbooks for writing. Learning Without Tears is written by an occupational therapist and just a really great resource. So he's finishing. We'll be getting our new book soon for this school year, but I love it. You can get a slate chalkboard that comes with this curriculum. There are phrases to help learn how to write in the letter correctly. So here are the frog jump capitals, for instance. Start in the starting corner and make a big line down. Frog jump back to the starting center, finish the letter. So they already have that consistency when they're forming the letters. And I'll show you a couple of the other things that come up Writing Without Tears, but I'll probably do a whole video on Writing Without Tears. And then
we're waiting for our reading and spelling to come in the mail, but here's what it looks like. This is All About Reading Level 2 we're using for our first grader, and this is All About Spelling Level 1 we're using for our first grader. And I have a whole video on All About Reading. Check it out because it's awesome. These passports are super cute. They came with Life Abundantly blogs, On Mission quarterly magazines you can subscribe to. I got all of these last year and didn't have the chance to break open them and dive into all the amazing material that's inside of these, but I will link her website below. They're really affordable, and it's just a beautiful way to teach your kids about different countries. And then lastly, we'll be doing Exploring Nature with Children. I will link that below as well, where we will utilize our nature journals and just learn all about God's creation. So that's what we're using this year in our homeschool curriculum. I'm sure I'll find some other things along the way that I might throw in there, or when things get too crazy, I might take something out. But my goal this year was to find something that was going to be effective for each subject, but also something that was going to be easy to implement and simple. So I hope that was helpful. Feel free to ask me any questions. Every year we have to ask ourselves what worked, what didn't work, and what can we do better. And so I try to do that actually not even every school year, just even every day. So I love that we are in this homeschooling journey together. You're not alone, and just enjoy your year and have a fun homeschool journey.